And welcome to Too Many Movies, the podcast where we discuss DVDs, Blu-rays, and even the occasional VHS tape. I'm your host, Hal, and Lili, welcome back. We're talking about one movie here today, Lili. One movie, because I'm on a roll right now. I'm on a roll with some of these shorter episodes, so I thought, hey, let's watch something random. So I literally pulled randomly out of the collection. I'm like, The Gene Generation, starring Bei Ling. I have this on DVD for some reason. And we watched it. Go into a little of your issues trying to find it, first of all, because again, you don't own it on DVD, so you had to resort to other means.
Trying to get a means. So a bit of a funny story with this movie. I don't know what the fucking problem was with this movie, but like I went to a streaming pirating service first. Because there's no way I was gonna buy it. It wasn't on there. I look it up on Google. It says it's on Tubi. I click the Tubi link. It links to the most unrelated shit. I relayed this over to Hal, and I was like, "Hey, this is linking this. This isn't even linking to the movie." And then I was like, and it's like it says, "Oh, it's on Pluto." I click on Pluto. It links to that shit too. So I'm like, I guess I have to torrent it. So I go onto my usual site. None of the torrents work. I go to Pirate Bay after, a last resort option I always go for, and none of them work either. So what I did was I looked up the movie again. I went to the video tab on Google. I scrolled down until I clicked on one that worked, and what happened to work was a .ru site that I had watched The Big Heat by Johnny Toe a week ago on. And well, I can't tell if it was worth it or not.
After all that effort to find the Gene Generation.
Yes, to find the Gene Generation.
Apparently the movie the government doesn't want you to know about. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess Trump Dog, he was like, they can't see the Gene Generation. It's too much for him. So it's like, okay. I don't know.
The Gene Generation movie's so bad. I don't want anyone else to see it.
It was so bad and disgusting.
Yeah.
Which you know what? I'm gonna have to agree with Mr. Trump on this one. It's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad movie. I did not like this at all.
I mean, you can tell when like none of like the Kick-Assia people had talked about it. Like, there's no Linkar review. There's no fucking Lindsay Ellis review.
Yep. The critic didn't touch this.
Yeah, the critic didn't touch it.
Phaelus.
So, and like
nobody.
It's as far as I know, the Red Letter Media guys haven't.
I haven't seen them talk about it. Trying to think of other reviewers.
This Lost Media.
Lost Media, yeah. Did you Wario talk about movies, or was he a gaming exclusive channel? I never watched him, so I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Okay, so
anyway,
moving on.
Anyway, so Gene Generation, this elusive movie that took me going to hell and back just to get. As you said, it has a Bei Ling who, to the uneducated, who didn't exist, I guess, in the late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s. She's a Chinese American actress who was in The Crow. She was in both Cranks.
Yep.
She was in Wild Wild West, everyone's favorite movie. Yeah. And apparently she was in Lost.
The show?
Yeah, the show.
Okay.
Yeah. So the word on the street is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've
She
never
was in
fucking.
Southland Tales. Ugh.
Yeah. She was in Star Wars Episode 3 until
Ooh.
she wasn't.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we think her scene
Yeah.
got deleted.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's her most popular movie on Letterboxd. So
Yes. 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 So that counts for something.
sure, sure, yeah, um,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's so obviously she's a name. I mean, the only other big name I think a lot of other people would know from this movie would be Faye Dunaway. Yes, that Faye Dunaway is in this movie. Well, in is such a big word, you know.
Yes. Yes. Faye Dunaway, known for such classics like Supergirl.
Yes, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. She was also in some other things like the Bye Bye
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But
Yeah. I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. But it's so funny because yeah, she was obviously also a big pull for this movie. But I knew this was gonna happen. I was like, because even on the DVD, in like the little credits here, it says special appearance by Faye Dunaway, and it does say during the credits it says special appearance by Faye Dunaway. I go, huh? There's this really big actress and it says special appearance by. So she's not going to have that big of a role in this movie, but they still want to draw the crowds in by being like, hey, we got this Hollywood elite Faye Dunaway in our special little movie. And then you watch the movie. She has one scene on screen, and then the rest of it, she's ADRing over her character. Her character does play a prominent role in the movie, but her character is like covered in worms and is like a
Worms.
lifeless mannequin.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. A corpse.
Yeah, it's like a
Uh.
and then you just hear her voice over some speaker because I guess she's speaking through a computer, and it's like, now I
uh
know what special appearance means.
oh. Oh. But yeah. This this movie, the director, who and this is gonna be a bit of mouthful of a name for you.
Hmm.
His name is Pierre Reginald Tioxiang Ping Li, or Pierre Tao.
Hmm.
He is a Singaporean filmmaker.
Right.
Apparently, and I just found this out as I was opening his Wikipedia page. He died 2 years ago.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, he died on the 9th of this month.
Jesus. Wow. This.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
terrible. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's really bad.
Oh man.
Um, yeah,
Now I
um,
won't feel. Oh, now I won't feel as good making fun of his movie. No, I'm just kidding. I still
yeah.
hate. It's a piece of shit. But
Yeah, no, no, no. I'm sure Dracula the Dark Prince and his movie Ghost Hunters is better.
hmm, hmm.
We don't know for
I
sure.
mean, with a title like that, you can only go up.
Yes, yes. Like I like credit where credit is due. There is like an idea.
Hmm.
And there are like things I do kind of like appreciate about it. Like it's funny how the most like fleshed out thing in this movie is like the world. And like even then, it's only like ideas that you yourself, the viewer, have
Yeah.
that you put on it, not the movie the movie
Yeah.
itself.
So the movie itself, it's a little confusing. So I get the general idea of it being this post-apocalyptic slash cyberpunk future, um, where they have DNA hackers. And it's like, okay, right off the bat, that's a really cool idea. You have DNA hackers. What does that mean exactly? Um, Good question. I
So
don't think the movie does a good job at explaining that, but
I'll do my best to explain it
yes, please do.
since that so basically these DNA hackers, they like take like the slightest bit of like DNA from you, like a hair or like blood or something, and then they open this like chip, or I guess it's like a chip they insert into you or something. I
Hmm.
don't know. And then they use their little gadget that has very great tracking on it with the graphics, uh, as uh, as you noticed.
Yes, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, and then it basically gives them the ability to like control you, but obviously the people who usually do it, they just kill you.
yeah.
And we see as Um, this one guy who I don't remember who he's played by. Fucking, I guess that's supposed to be Robert David Hall. I don't know.
Is it the guy with like the weird voice who's like who was on CSI?
I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm trying to recall this like this introduction here. Um, but he puts it into a fat guy. I guess he's a politician, probably.
Maybe.
Um, and he uses the DNA hacking thing, and you get the camera zooms in on into his mouth and goes down his throat.
His CGI throat, yeah.
Yeah, CGI throat, CGI body.
Yeah.
And then I guess he dies. I don't remember.
Doesn't he like choke on worms because like the worms start coming out of him?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Because okay, all right. Well, you can see who paid attention the most when.
See, you paid attention to like the
word.
I paid attention to the worms. Okay. So,
no, when you meant words, you meant worm.
Ah, that's what they meant by this movie.
Nice. Yes.
So, I think that's its biggest issue with the movie. I mean, there's a lot of issues, but I think that is the biggest issue. Is I don't understand the world. Like, what makes this separate from other cyberpunk / post-apocalyptic worlds in movies?
Yeah.
You know, because like I'm okay with it. Because yeah, the whole point is that the main character Bei Ling is this DNA hacker hunter, so she's ostensibly a Blade Runner for this world.
Yeah.
But I don't understand the threat that these DNA hackers hold. I guess, you have the guy killing the fat guy at the beginning by putting all the worms in his mouth, but like I don't understand where the worms came from, what this has to do with anything, what the usage of it is in universe. Like, it's not doing a very good job at making me care for this world.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of hard for me to take it seriously, which I'm fine with if the movie's then funny bad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that either.
No. Like, granted, it can be.
Sure.
Why don't you put the gun down and we could dance or something?
Yeah, that was funny. That guy's acting in that whole scene, how he's just like, "What are you, fucking nuts?" was very funny. I'm like, okay, this guy has the potential of being so fun.
And then there's the bit where he's like grabbing Jackie's ear, and he looks like he's kind of into it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because like the way like his actor's like emoting, it looks like he's kind of turned on.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
And to bring up Jackie, he gets pissed on not once but twice in the movie. Like,
and before anyone asks, yes, he deserves it.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about Jackie, because he's another big problem for me. So the movie advertises Bei Ling as the main character, and I sort of get the idea that she's supposed to be the main character, but I don't feel like she gets a lot of screen time in the beginning to justify her being the protagonist. I feel like we get a lot more of Jackie. And Jackie fucking sucks. I hate him so much. He is not a fun character. I get what they're going for. He's supposed to be the, kind of fuck up little brother character, because he's the first scene we see him in, he's gambling away his sister's life savings. It's like, wow, I hate this guy already. It's like,
well,
yeah. But then it's like, okay, maybe make him funny. If he's gonna be a giant asshole, I'm fine with making a giant asshole a character, as long as you make him funny or you understand why he's an asshole. And they don't do that very well, and he just comes across as just a huge prick. And throughout the whole movie, I'm like, can he die already? I hate him. He's so unlikable. And then he dies. Yeah. Woo!
Yes, he dies very pathetically. And
very
great.
Pathetically, yes. And as we said, he gets pissed on twice. Like, once, that gangster character who was like threatening him, like, I don't know, throws him on the floor, and then is just like, hey man, you pissed me off, now I'll piss on you. It's like, what? And then he just starts pissing on him. It's like, okay, that's fun. And then a couple scenes later, he goes to see his friend, and his friend is blackout drunk, like taking a piss in an alley, and then he turns around and he pisses on Jackie again. I'm like, oh, running theme. Okay, this is kind of cool. But then he never gets pissed on again. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like, why didn't they just like piss on him at the end when he died?
That
I
would have
don't
been
get
cool.
it.
Ooh, yeah, his lifeless corpse is lying on the floor, and like some stranger just comes up and pisses on him again. It's like, ah,
Christian just pisses on
ooh,
him.
Christian. Yeah, Christian
Yes,
pisses on him.
yes.
Okay, so
I mean
yeah,
Christian.
so the character's name is Christian. There's a character. So the guy, he's like a scientist. He
Yeah.
created this technology that causes people to get worms in them and causes you to. It's like a DNA hacking device, I guess. Whatever. He invented it. His name is Christian. He's played by Alec Newman, who was Paul Atreides in the sci-fi Dune, a miniseries we've talked about on the podcast. But yeah, his name is Christian. But a lot of the times in the movie, whenever they say Christian, it sounds like they're saying Christian, and it was never not funny. Just hearing them be
Yeah,
like,
like
"Where's
yeah, like
Christian?" It's like, I'm working on it.
yeah, like whenever Faye
Dunaway.
Dunaway says we need to find Christian. I like literally texted and I was like, I thought they said Christian.
We need
Like
to find Christian. I'm working on it. You better. You listen to me. Get that goddamn thing out of there. I'm working on it.
like speaking of Christian though,
Mhm.
like what a boring character.
Oh yeah, I don't see what the reason for him is. I mean, I guess I kind of see him. They're like, "Oh, he's the creator of this weird technology." It's like, okay, and I guess they keep him around. It is weird because he's the creator of this DNA hacking technology, and Bei Ling is a DNA hacker assassinator, but she doesn't try to kill Christian. Like that didn't make much sense to me.
Yeah, and then they fuck.
And then they fuck. Yeah, that, and then they just fuck, and it's like, why? I get it. You know, you could always just throw it as like, oh, heteronormative. Oh, the man and the woman have to be together in this movie, and it's like, yeah, that's not good enough for me. You can't just do that. Like you need a reason, and
Yeah.
not. I don't even buy these characters as friends, let alone, oh, I'm gonna fuck you now. It just felt completely out
Yeah.
of nowhere. It felt like the movie threw it in there because that's what movies do. But it's like, no, I need a reason for this to happen, and I just don't buy it at all. And also, the sex scene goes on for 5 seconds, and you
Yeah.
see her puffy nipples. That has been the thing that is that is the thing that I've been able to just take the most from this movie is those puffy nipples. I'm sorry, I can't get them out of my head. Those things were inflated, man. They were so inflated. Andrew Dobson got a kick out of them.
Yeah. Like I could see how like you could do something interestingly with that. It's like the mad scientist has like starts feeling like humanity again, or like because they like try to give him like the concept of, oh, he was doing this for medical reasons,
Yes.
but Faye Dunaway's character wanted to do it for like war,
Right.
which like a big thing that this movie tries to play about is like morality.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's not really doing anything with it. Like
No.
I think about whenever like you have the scene between Bai Ling's character and Jackie, where he's like, you're one to talk, you kill people. At least I'm doing something that our parents did. And then she goes, gambling is what killed our parents.
I remember that, yeah, because it's so stupid how he's like, yeah, well, at least I'm doing what our parents did, and it's like, you idiot, they died because they gambled, and he never, I don't remember his reaction to that, but he's just like, whatever, I guess. It's so stupid. But yeah, you know what? That's a good point, because it's DNA hacking. I'm sure morality would be a huge, huge theme to bring up in this movie. That's a great thing to explore, especially with DNA hacking, because you have to think about the morale of that, the morality of, oh, hacking someone's DNA. It's kind of fucked up. But yeah, the movie never really dives into that in any interesting way.
No.
You bring up a good description, how like describing Christian as like a mad scientist. That would be really cool if he was a mad scientist. He wasn't. He was
Yeah.
very boring. I feel like
Yeah,
that
he
would have
was
been a
just
great
white guy.
character. Yeah, he was just yeah, white guy. And it's like, come on, man, do something cool with that. Yeah, make him a mad scientist. I want to see him with like frilly Doc Brown hair and test tubes everywhere.
Peter Sellers, Doctor Strangelove hair.
Ooh, yes. I would love that. That would be awesome.
He just dresses like a normal guy.
Hmm.
Like, I'm pretty sure for most of the movie, he's just wearing a hoodie.
He looks like he's dressed how Neo was dressed when they're out of the Matrix in the Matrix. You know, when they're in the real
Yeah,
world.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like rap.
yeah. It's like brown and dumb looking. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Yes, whatever's easy to show up on the green screen.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Speaking speaking of that green screen.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about how this movie looks because it does not look great.
Yeah, like, granted, like, it does give its own unique look,
Sure.
and I'll be honest, it looks better than Ultraviolet. Um,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
because like, at least
sure,
they're doing some things with lighting, but with
sure.
Ultraviolet, it's like, maybe it's, like, blue or just, like, no color.
There were a lot of similarities to Ultraviolet with this movie. I'll
Yeah,
give you
yeah,
that, yeah, because at least with this acting like it's a dystopian future, there are a lot of harsh shadows and gray and brown colors. It looks ugly, but I
yeah,
guess it makes more sense thematically. Whereas in Ultraviolet, everything looks also fake. I don't know.
yeah.
I feel like with Ultraviolet, I got a lot more laughs per minute in those first 30 minutes.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that movie, like, is, like, it's, like, funny for, like,
Oh yeah.
a good bit, and then it's, like, interesting for a little bit,
And then it
and
totally
then
dies down and it
the
becomes
rest of the movie happens,
oh,
yeah.
it's so boring. Yeah, that what a shame Ultraviolet had to be so bad after a while. I mean, it
Yeah,
was always bad, but it was funny bad at that beginning.
yeah, yeah, and then, like, they both these I guess both of these films share a commonality of having underdeveloped ideas.
Oh yeah, definitely
Yeah,
underdeveloped.
but, like, I definitely also like the note about her, Biling's puffy nips. We determined it's probably because her costume was, like, very fucking uncomfortable,
Oh yeah, you look
which
at
it looks very uncomfortable.
you look at all the latex and like weird clothes she was wearing. I mean, everybody has just dog shit costumes in this movie, but hers looked especially uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean the cleavage looked good, but if it was at the expense of her nipples like puffing up like that, it's like that's not worth it, dude. That was
Yeah.
scary. Those nipples, they're not leaving me.
Yeah, well, like, if they, like, put something into the costume, like a pasty or something, that, like,
Mhm.
covered them up so that way they wouldn't get so inflamed by the latex, then it definitely would have been turned out probably better for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, since they look mostly okay when during the brief moment you see it in the shower scene that
Mhm.
lasts, like, a couple seconds.
Yeah, I missed them in
Um,
those couple of seconds, but
well, it wouldn't have been burnt into your brain if it was normal nipples, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah, that's so true. That is so true.
But, like, also this movie has, like, what, 1 street that they're filming on,
Ooh, that's a
and
good point.
then
Yeah,
yeah,
the
it
settings are not very interesting looking. Like, yeah, we're either at their apartment or we're in an alleyway outside of
yeah.
their apartment. Or if we're supposed to believe it's not those places, they don't do a good job at differentiating them from the apartment and the alley outside of the apartment.
Yeah, and because you can tell because the brick wall is, like, the same color. You can tell it's, like, the same building they're shooting at.
Yeah, yeah.
And then obviously you have, like, all the interiors, which, like, they look so cramped.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that building was very much condemned.
Very much
Um,
condemned.
um, another thing that really confuses me is the title card. Like,
Mm.
I don't get why we're like trying to have these like vaguely like Chinese aesthetics for like the title or like in the background of uh the siblings' house if like it's hardly like part of its identity.
Yeah, it doesn't
Like
really call attention to it.
yeah, like you like those they're just like things in the background.
Yeah.
And you don't really notice them at all unless you're like observant enough to glance and see like a sheet of paper.
Hmm.
Um
I guess my understanding of it would be, again, the movie stealing other aspects of things it's seen in other movies, where it's like, oh, in other cyberpunk slash, I don't know, futuristic movies, there's always a bit of an Asian influence in these worlds. And so we got to put the Asian influence in this world. And it's like, okay, but why is that there? And they don't understand why. They just do it because other movies have done it.
yeah, like granted the filmmaker is Singaporean,
Hmm.
so he would have exposure to that and he obviously would have some of that culture like uh cross examined into his. But like still like it's just there.
Right.
Like and like our characters they don't use the language.
No.
Like there's no real point to any of it.
No.
Like it's just to tell us that it's just to remind us, oh yeah, well our characters, these two here, they're Asian. So there's gotta be something Asian.
Oh. Oh,
There's gotta be
right. They're
something Asian somewhere.
Asian. Oh.
Yes, 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 yes.
I
Uh,
don't see color, so I didn't notice.
oh, well, that's why it's this movie has like what, 3 colors?
Yeah, brown,
Yeah.
puke,
P-
other
brown,
brown.
puke, and brown, puke, and gray.
Yeah, brown, puke, and gray. Hey, that's three. You know,
Yeah,
that's
it's 3 colors.
that's one
That's
more than two colors, like black and white. Black. Why is it in black and white, huh? Where are the other colors? There's only two colors here.
but also, yeah. Notice how we haven't talked about biting under nipples.
I mean,
Like,
yeah. What is her
I
character outside of her puffy nipples?
yeah, I guess, but like, like she's like the only one who like we kind of know things about her.
She has dead parents. She has a
Yeah,
shitty little brother. Yeah,
yeah,
but then it's like, okay, what is her motivation in all of this? Does she?
yeah. Like,
I guess she cares about her little brother, and every
I would
time
have
he
killed him.
fucks up, she has to save his ass. It's like, okay, but he's a
Yeah,
piece of shit. I can't relate to this. So why are we going out of our way to protect him? You know?
you could do something with that,
Sure.
but the movie,
The movie doesn't do that.
and I guess that can tie him out a lot into since she's the only one that actually does any of it. The fight choreography.
Ooh,
Uh,
we gotta talk about the
it,
fights.
yeah, like uh, that first that like fight they have in their room
Their apartment,
is
yeah.
like yeah, it's like it's like shot fine, and
Sure.
the editing is like at least the editing at least has like a momentum to it.
Yeah.
Uh, but that part where she knocks that one grunt out of the window and it like freeze frames
Yeah.
and then like the CG they're like inputting into the files like okay we have to make sure it cracks at this point and this point and this point and then it shatters and then the guy falls out and then the camera just like this is like 270 and like all the way down just to see him just dead on the at the bottom and it's like what the fuck.
Yeah, that was really a confusing sequence. Yeah, so the freeze frame, and then it takes all this time, like literally 5 seconds for the whole glass window to shatter. It's so funny. Um, and then yeah, it like cuts to her flipping up out of the window, I guess, to like
Yeah,
flip up, but then the camera, quote unquote camera, falls down with the guy into the dumpster, and the screen shatters, like implying that there's an in-universe camera getting all of this. It's really confusing.
Yeah, like, oh god, like, and some of the some of the direction that
Yeah. I mean, it would be fun if it was in a movie like, I don't know, Sin City did something like that, or something that, like, I don't know, had a little bit more style to it, where I could see the camera, like having a fourth wall joke like that actually working in universe. But it's just kind of slow and awkward in this one, where it's like, why did you do that? I don't know. Because that's the thing. The tone is all over the place, where I'm not really certain what I'm supposed to be feeling, because you have Bei Ling, who's taking this material seriously, but then you have other characters who just don't have the acting chops to really sell it as well. And so I'm just kind of at a loss for, like, okay, is this supposed to be serious or is this supposed to be funny? And then when you
yeah.
have the CGI camera crack in universe, it's like, all right, what the fuck are we actually doing here? This movie is all over the place. Again, it feels like it's stealing things from stuff it's seen in movies, but it doesn't understand why these things worked in other movies.
Yeah, exactly, and, like, this is probably the only, like, major action showcase that she has,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then,
yeah.
like, then the second half of the movie happens, where she
Mm.
gets shot and she dies for a bit, and then they revive her, and, like, for the rest of the movie, she's basically just jobbing.
Yeah, I will
And
admit, I didn't see that coming, that, like, oh, she gets shot and she actually dies, until she doesn't.
like, I'll be honest, at least that's a good thing because I mean we'd be stuck with her brother as the main POV for the rest of the movie. Even though Christian does become the main POV pretty much for the rest of it.
Yeah, and then Chris Chan gets to sacrifice himself at the end, and you're like, "Wait,
Oh,
why? Why does
white savior, I guess.
I
Like
guess?"
I guess he's like making up for all his sins for creating it.
But,
I
like,
don't
yeah,
know.
what sins? I still don't understand what this thing is that he's created, so I don't really understand the weight of his quote unquote
Yeah.
sins.
Like it's I don't know, like, I don't know if the budget would have improved it.
No.
But
No.
like the idea that it does with the hacking, like, could be interesting in a
Mhm.
better movie.
Yes, absolutely.
Um, like, I could imagine with like if we didn't like cheapen out so hard that we could have even done some of this a bit practically.
Mm.
Like whenever we actually get that bit with Faye Dunaway's character as like the corpse that's like hanging with the worms and stuff, like that's an actual like nice looking effect for compared to the rest of the movie.
Sure.
Like and whenever sh- whenever she gets shot, there's a there's at least a good effect there. And
Yeah.
it's probably the most convincing bit of blood in the entire movie.
Oh yeah, for sure, because it actually looks like the blood is on screen, as opposed to when Bei Ling will shoot a hired goon in the head and his CGI blood explodes onto the camera. Again, implying that there's an in-universe camera when you have the CGI blood go over there. Yeah, when Faye Dunaway's character gets shot because reasons, yeah, it actually does look not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's shame shame like, but it also has like them just going, oh well, Chris Chan can't. He doesn't have a gun. I don't know. He's gonna. I don't know how we're gonna take care of this girl, this old woman effectively. Oh, Biling's back. She shoots her,
Yeah.
and says, you kill my family, I kill yours."
Hmm.
Which like that would make sense if like I only felt like if I like actually felt pity towards her brother,
Yeah,
but I just
exactly.
have like total resentment and I felt joy when he died
Yeah, I
because
genuinely clapped when Jackie got
yeah,
shot, because
because
it's
like
like, I don't care.
as I described him, he's basically a degenerative incel.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing like redeemable about him. Like if any like at least with Bai Ling's character, like she like at least doesn't like whine like he does constantly.
Right.
Uh, even when she does complain, at least she's like, I at least feel like there's like a direction that she's taking on her own, because God knows the director's not giving them any direction.
No, yeah.
And like that's not all the actors' fault. All these
No.
people are clearly capable,
Hmm.
and some of them had been working in the industry like for a while.
Yeah.
But this is just like an overextended short film.
It's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of yeah, especially in that pacing, you feel like this could have easily been trimmed down to being a short film, and it probably would have been better for it. I'm not saying it would have improved it outright, but I feel like when you watch a lot of these low budget movies, when you watch a lot of movies in general, I feel like they're afraid that they need to be feature length, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of stuff would be greatly improved if you trimmed a lot of it out and you weren't afraid to make it a short film, you know?
Yeah, like if this was an experimental like short film,
Hmm.
I'd be like more forgiving of its isms, because
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, well, it's a short film, it's a proof of concept.
Yeah.
Uh, and like what it's trying to do is like like pretty much experimental for the time zone, even though, you know, clearly that's no longer a big thing anymore,
No.
since now we're all for realism, baby.
Realism, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna, yeah, I'm not opposed to low budget, and I'm not opposed to longer scripts. It's just this movie doesn't take advantage of either of those things. It genuinely nothing about it stands out positively. Um
Exactly.
yeah, I can't, like, if it's a short film, I can at least be like, well, at least they knew what they had. Because by making it feature length, it feels like, no, we have to make it feature length because reasons. It's like, no, if you don't have enough to make for a feature length runtime, don't force yourself. Don't pull a high school move where you're like, I gotta make this paper 9 pages long, so I gotta bullshit like 8 of it. It's like, no, you're not in school anymore. You can make a movie however long you want it to be. You know, you can make it
Yeah.
so if it's gonna be 5 or 10 minutes long, don't be afraid of that. I think more people should do that. I don't know if this is genuinely a problem, or I don't know, maybe just people shouldn't be writing feature length movies if this is what we're getting out of it.
Yeah, like it feels like a movie that very much was made at the time it came out.
Yes,
Like it like
2007.
7.
DVD says
Yes.
8, and I think at the end of the credits it said copyright 2005, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And like one of the first things I like observed when I was watching the movie is, oh, this looks like a PS3 game. And like which, the time it came out, yeah, it looks like a PS3 game. Like it if you I guess if you like showed a lot of those like non-actor shots, you probably convinced someone that this was like a PS3 game,
Yeah,
or like a tech demo.
tech
Um
demo
a-
especially.
yeah. I don't know, man.
It just
I don't
sucks.
think it just sucks.
It
And
stinks.
it stinks. And
uh
it was I'm still not sure if it was worth all the effort to
no, but hey,
crack down and watch.
you know what? According to this DVD, it was the winner of the Grand Jury Award at the San Francisco Independent Film Festival Hole in the Head Festival. Um,
Hole in the Head Fest.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Hole in the Head Fest. Well, this is a real thing.
Okay.
Well, let's see. It's a film festival,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yes.
Um, this looks like a horror themed festival.
Ah, for horror movies like this, and that it was
Yes,
so horrible. Ah.
it was so horror boring.
Yeah. But at least it had music by Comba Christ,
Whoever that is.
featuring their chart-topping single "Get Your Body Beat." Oh, I fucking
How
love
could I
the mid
forget?
2000s, man.
How could I forget? How
Huh.
could I forget?
Yeah. Yeah, no, Lionsgate did not cook with this one. I think Lionsgate just distributed it. I don't think they
Yeah,
produced
you,
it in any
they're
way.
the you know how they are. It's
Yeah.
Lionsgate. They distribute whatever the fuck.
I mean, look, man, they have not made anything great since CIA. But I'm really disappointed. I've been chasing that
Well,
CIA pie for years now. It's getting to be tiring.
I don't know, man. So, well, I guess that wraps this part up.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not keeping this DVD. I see no reason to
uh
keep it. The movie's not good.
and
I can't. I can't. I know you said like no, you should keep it for the bit. I can't. I just can't.
well, you kept it for this video.
I kept it for this video, but I'm getting rid of it. It's going. It's going.
Yes, yes.
I don't want to keep it anymore. So, um,
Well,
yeah. Did you want to talk a little bit about Looney Tunes just to make this? I don't know,
yeah,
not
yeah.
the shortest
Let's cheer
episode ever.
ourselves up. So, what Looney Tunes shorts did you watch today?
Uh, Zero. I know I've been tune
Uh,
maxing, but I was at work all day, so I finished the
well,
Plankton movie though. I did that.
oh, how's that?
The Plankton movie, it was dog shit. I hated it. It was really bad.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it is
And
good.
yeah, yeah, that's good. Let's see. I watched. Did I even log all of them? The I watched the Bugs and Thugs and Bugs and Mugsy shorts.
Mm.
Bugs and Mugsy was a lot of fun. It's a Frizz short, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Frizz did all the shorts that involved Mugsy
That's cool. Yeah, I hope he
and
did.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was Bugs and Thugs was a lot of fun. I there's a there's a bit in it where Muggsy just casually drives Bugs in their getaway car, and Bugs asks Muggsy, "Hey, can we stop by the gas station so I can call for a ride?" And then Bugs gets out. He says, "Hey, oh yeah, can I get a quarter?" And then Muggsy just passes him one.
Yeah.
And then he just goes over to the telephone booth and he just starts calling the police. And then Muggsy like rushes out, grabs him, brings him into the car. They start driving off. And once the telephone booth gets ripped out, there's just a policeman on the other side of the phone.
Yeah.
He's just listening until the cord snaps.
I love that cartoon. Yeah. My favorite part is when he like Bugs Bunny convinces them that the police are outside and like and it pretends to be the police officer and forces them into an oven and he's like, "All right, Rabbit, where's Rocky? Where's he hiding? He's not in the stove. Oh, he's hiding in the stove, is he?"
Oh, eh?
And he just lights a match, puts it in the stove, and it explodes.
No.
And then he,
What if would they be in the stove if I turn on the gas
"Oh, you
or
might,
put this
Rabbit, you
lighter
might."
or threw this lighter in there?
And then they go through all of that, and then the police actually show up, and they go through the exact same thing. I love that cartoon so much. Oh, I gotta watch this now. I gotta watch all these Bugsy, but like what is it? But Mugsy cart. They're the Mugsy. I don't think
Rocky and Muggsy.
Rocky and
Rocky and
Mugsy.
Muggsy.
Yeah, I gotta see if
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
find a bunch of them.
I watched Bugsy and Muggsy as well.
Yeah,
Which is the one where the I don't know how's you done it, but I knows you done it.
I don't
Is
think I've
from
seen that
and
one yet. I need to watch it.
it's oh no, you haven't seen it yet. I checked Letterboxd.
Yeah,
I love this one so much.
yeah.
It's just Bugs doing psychological warfare on Rocky.
He does that so
Uh
well.
and there's a bit where Bugs puts roller skates on Muggsy when he has him after he frees him from his constraints, and then he takes a magnet and goes under him, and then uses the magnet to get him to stand up on the roller skates, and then he just rolls him across the hall to Rocky and makes him smash Rocky against the wall. And then Rocky will just punch him, send him all the way to the other end of the room, then Bugs just keeps dragging him back against Rocky, and it just keeps going on, and you get like one time it's gonna be watching them do, and then on the next shot is gonna be Bugs down there dragging him across, and then and then it cuts to a shot from outside of the building, and it says this building is condemned. And, it's so great.
Yeah.
I love this shirt. Let's see what else. I watched um Tokyo Jokyo, which is a war propaganda short.
A classic.
Um
I've never
oh
heard
yeah,
of this one,
yeah.
but up until
One that
you
you've not seen.
I've not seen
One
it
that you've
yet.
not
Yeah.
So this one was done by Norm McCabe, who did the Ductators.
Mhm.
He also did The Impatient Patient, and he also worked on
I like
G.I.
Impatient
Joe,
Patient.
Revenge of Cobra, which was the pilot for the G.I. Joe show.
Okay.
Um, so this one is basically a Japanese newsreel about civilian defense, and it's just like some of the most like jokes. They're all really bad. Um, uh, like and then that you clearly have like let's see, is it list with the you have Mel Blanc just trying to do like Asian accent. You know, obviously, Mel Blanc is not going to like slur the L's to sound like R's, like so many Asian accent stereotypes tend to do. So he'll still say like the L in schedule just fine. Uh, like
Yeah, I guess some words are
it's
harder to say without the L's than others, I guess.
I think he just wasn't trying.
Maybe.
Um, yeah, but the only like decent funny joke in it is that they're talking about having minesweepers, and it's just this boat, and it has like fucking arms, and it's sweeping the mines out of the way with a broom, and then one of them just fucking explodes. Like that's the only great joke in it.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's like that's like literally at the end.
Yeah.
So you're just enduring all bad jokes.
That's awesome. I mean, the racism isn't awesome, but
Yeah.
Minesweeper joke, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, you know what? I gotta watch these Looney Tunes then. I gotta get to that. So,
Yeah.
um, Lily, I appreciate you doing this episode. It's one of our shorter
Yeah.
ones. Which, hey, you know
Yes.
what? That's okay. Sometimes it's good to have get a good short episode out of the way, especially now that I know I don't want the Gene Generation in my collection. So. But you know what I do want? I want more Looney Tunes, so I'm gonna go watch more Looney Tunes. But before I do, shout out your stuff, dude. Shout it out. Where can people find
Well,
you?
you can find me on Twitter still.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on Blue Sky. You can find me on Letterbox.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm sure some of those little twits that already follow Hal are already doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I am also on the internet.
Big if true.
I yes, I have obviously been on this podcast before.
You have?
And yeah, wasn't on the most important one that was about Thomas and the Magic Railroad though. It was my fault. But of course, I hold the record for the longest episode of Too Many Movies.
You still do.
And we'll probably continue to do so.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before we dethrone that
Yeah.
one. I'm not gonna try. I don't want to try to
Yeah.
dethrone it.
Yeah.
Not anytime
Oh,
soon.
well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I've also was on the Godzilla Kong 4 movie extravaganza.
That at one point was the longest episode too.
Yes. And I have another one that might I don't know when's coming out. We'll probably tell you all.
I don't know, but I still want to do it because it's gonna be so funny when we do it. It's gonna be
Yeah.
I'm
And
so
obviously
excited.
there's obviously the one we did with a newcomer.
Oh yeah.
That is, you haven't uploaded that, right?
No, I have uploaded that one like a
Oh,
week
that
ago.
has been uploaded that
Yeah.
he did not share with me at all.
Sorry, I've been pumping them out the last week. I'm sorry, but
Yeah. We did a episode on Infernal Affairs.
internal ass hairs.
Yes, internal ass hairs. And The Departed. We had Titan Goji on.
Yep.
Most of you people probably don't know who that is.
Well,
But I don't think you know who anybody who goes on this podcast is. But it was a lot of fun.
I love that episode. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun learning about how Michael Rosen led to The Departed.
We will not spoil how that applies. You just have to listen to the episode to figure that
Yeah,
out.
you have to see it to believe it. See it to believe it.
I believe
yeah.
it.
Go watch that one if you don't want to sit through 9 hours of one episode and 4 hours of another.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and this one was a lot of fun too.
I agree.
Hal, is there anything you want to say before we go away?
That's all, folks. Now let me watch my damn Looney Tunes.
See you, everyone.
Bye-bye.